Okay, so I debated about YouTube in this car. Still don't know if I'm going to. I don't even know if anyone owns this car anymore. But if you do, there's a few things that I'm like, well, if no one's gonna put it on there, then maybe I should put it on there. So I'm actually in the middle of replacing the oil pan gasket. But I did replace the valve cover gasket. So if you're working on a 2000 Dodge Stratus, I actually did the job twice because I wasn't sure if I was supposed to be seeing a little bit of the gasket showing, which when I referenced the old gasket, uh, you know, it showed there to be buildup just kind of around these edges. So whenever you're working on this, when you torque it down properly, there is going to be a little bit of a gap there. So you didn't do anything wrong. Just make sure that you torque things down correctly. Um, there's a lot of different YouTube videos on how to replace a valve cover gasket. Those basic rules do apply. Just on this car, you're going to take off the coil pack, disconnect the four boots here. So there's two screws, two over here, and then directly behind there's two. There is also this right here, this bolt that has a ground that goes to the valve cover, which is right there. You're gonna remove that. And then you're gonna take out the bolts of the valve cover. So removing this is kind of a pain. So you're gonna wanna remove that. You're gonna wanna remove this to give yourself a bit more room. This, you can just loosen this, that'll slide out and that knuckle will just come loose. So you can put that aside. You don't have to worry about any of the fuel lines or anything like that. So just scoot this kind of aside. And then this little deal here, you can just kind of move aside. Okay, so I'm disconnecting this. Of course, disconnecting all of that. Disconnecting that. And I think that's, oh, well, that strip right there, the ground. And I think that's it. Oh, this knuckle right here. Pretty simple. So after you have all of that disconnected, I took it off kind of in the torque pattern. So there's a bolt here, and on the other side, there's a bolt. So don't forget about those bolts. I almost forgot about those bolts, or actually didn't see those bolts, and almost end up ruining my valve cover because I kind of flexed it a little bit, but I was like, no, something's wrong. Let me stop. Whenever there's something that feels weird on the car, whenever you're taking stuff apart, if it feels unnaturally hard to remove, stop and make sure that you're doing the right process, or that things are being done correctly pretty much, because you don't want to break anything. So after you take this off and you take the gasket off, clean the surface, of course, of the block and the valve cover. So you're going to want to clean both of those. It's also kind of a pain, but it's something that you got to do. Make sure that you have some RTV. And you're going to want to put it in kind of the places that are specified. Okay, areas for RTV. There, 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 and I believe that's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so 1, 2, I don't see anything over there. 3, 4 areas. It's just any surface that is uneven or where two parts meet. So that you can kind of do your research on that deal. So after you have it off, whenever you're putting it back on, you're gonna want to torque it down in the appropriate way. So you've got a bolt that's behind this, right? So that's 1, 2, you're gonna do this, 3, 4, right? Then you're gonna go 5, 6, 7, 8, okay? So it took me a while to find that information, but that's the torque pattern for this. So if you have any questions, just comment and I'll get back to you, of course, as soon as I can. So I'm doing the oil pan gasket right now. So I wanted to be extra safe. So I have 4 jack stands under here and my Pittsburgh jack. So definitely make sure that this thing is not going anywhere. So just my overcautious nature. Anyway, this is super easy. Really, I didn't have like a scrape pan or anything like that. So I just removed all my bolts. Took the pan came down super easy. Used my power tool over there. So that came down super easy. Went and cleaned it up. It was, I mean, filthy doesn't describe just how bad the oil's been caked on this oil pan cover. It was, I mean, it was caked on there really, really bad. But I got a new drain plug, cleaned the whole thing up. So it's all looking, you know, as good as it could. So got all of the caked old oil off. The bolts were super disgusting. So here's a little trick that I implemented. So if you have a water bottle or something, I just put all my bolts in there and then took some of this degreaser right here. Purple Power, you could use whatever degreaser you want, really don't matter. And just put them all in there, and then I just kind of shook it up. So definitely don't want to drink this stuff, but it looks like it's doing a good job because you really can't even see the bolts anymore. But you can look at them. Before, you couldn't even see the top of the bolts to look at the pattern of what the bolts even were. That's how caked these bolts were, just in old oil. So definitely wanted to get those cleaned up. I'm probably gonna go ahead and drain all this out through this very handy quick release valve. And I'm gonna go ahead and add just another, you know, little bit of this Purple Power to make sure that these bolts are cleaned off. So I'm gonna end up putting this back together shortly. I've got my new filter over there, old filter in the bag. So moving right along.